Well, it started with a poor year last year. I kind of had the motivation to come out and really be hot, and I know it's always about a big start. If you have a big start, it makes the season go a lot faster and makes everything come together a little bit better. But there's always luck. It's not all skill. There's a lot of times when you hit a ball hard and it's right at somebody and you're out. And there's other times when you have a bad at bat and somehow find a hit, and those days are the best when you don't feel so good but you still come out on top.
In golf, we kind of call that a chili dipper. Sometimes there's something wrong with your swing. Was that your problem last year?
I think it was, and I think it had to do with the mental approach more than anything. I felt like I needed to grow as a player. I wasn't ready to play at that level last year, and it showed. My youth showed. I'm getting a little older and I'm getting a little wiser, and I think that's really come into play more than anything. Mechanically, I'm getting better, but most importantly, the mental aspect of the game is getting better for me.
So most guys your age are spending a summer probably working an internship somewhere, kind of chilling out, maybe on the beach, relaxing. You're in here sweating it out, 90 degrees, playing baseball almost every day this summer. Do you ever feel like, man, maybe I should have chosen another path, or is this really what you love?
Well, this is what I love. I mean, it's a game. You got to keep it in perspective. It is a game. Yeah, it sometimes seems like a job when you're out till 2, 3 in the morning, then coming back the next day and playing again. But it is a game, and that's what's most important about it is you're not held by any standard. You get to go and stay outside all day and enjoy whatever you do. You enjoy playing the game, and that's what's most important for us.
All right, so Coach Duffy I've known for a couple of years. He has sort of a still water, but it runs awful deep. What's he been like to have him as a coach? And sometimes he gets pretty frustrated with his players if you start making a couple of errors.
Well, I mean, he handles it in the right way. So, as a coach, you do have times when you have to get on players, but like I said, he handles it the right way. He does get on to you, but you respect him for it because he's right. He's a coach. He's right all the time, or at least he thinks he is. But no, he's awesome. He's absolutely been helpful to me, just being positive. And when something goes wrong, he doesn't just give up on players. He's there to push you harder. We've been going through a tougher stretch here lately, but it seems as if it's only pushing us to be better. So this next week, watch out. Who knows what's going to happen?
One of the things that tends to happen, you play in high school for a couple of years, you get to know the guys, you grew up with them. You go to college, you still have that bonding atmosphere, you're with guys for 2 or 3 years. Then all of a sudden you pack up, you hop on a plane, boom, you're right here. And you got to get to know 10, 11 guys in a real big hurry. What's that like?
The first week it's kind of awkward, but this is my 3rd summer playing, so I kind of knew what to expect. But I mean, right now, I love these guys already. I mean, I could play with them for the rest of my life. They play hard. They give me everything they got as I give them everything I got. And that bond is more unspoken than anything. It's the bond that's on the baseball field. Once you create that bond and you play with other guys and they feel like where you're coming from as far as your capabilities, then they understand you as a player and as a person. So these bonds are created more heavily than outside the baseball field, in my opinion.